Hi, everyone, and welcome. This is Krishna Priya. This is the Human Colony Hucolo webinar. It's Saturday, the 7th of October, 2023, and we have our dear friend, Jim Charles, here with us today. So hi, Jim. It's nice to have you.
Hi, how are you?
You're good. You're sporting some silver hair there and a nice new haircut. So you're looking really good.
I got another guest. 1 moment.
Okay.
Hello.
You can take a compliment. Hi to everyone in YouTube and to everyone in our Zoom room. The people in YouTube, if you want to put some requests in the chat, I will be happy to read them out when we get started. And so I see your request, Yushi. Perfect. Okay, Jim. So who do you have in your room today?
Right now I have Will, Donna, and Safira.
Perfect. And on my side, I have myself, Michelle, Bola, Christine, Yana, Jennifer, Joan, Ryan, Shear, Wendy, and then people keep coming in. So I'm sure there'll be some more coming in. Do you want to give an announcement about the retreat coming up?
What do you want?
Turn it off.
I don't know how to do it.
Okay. One moment, everyone.
I just turned it down.
Good.
Okay, I don't know how to. My phone is broken, so I don't know.
Oh, we can put her down the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Or
So,
upstairs.
Okay, I'll go put it upstairs.
Yeah, so it doesn't ring. My phone got run over by a car. It still works, but it doesn't. There's certain features that don't work.
you weren't attached to the phone when it got run over, right? It ran
No, I
over by-
wasn't attached to it at that time. No.
That's very good. I'm
Thank
glad
goodness I wasn't, because it's pretty
Yes.
crushed.
Okay. So Jim, would you like to give the announcement for the retreat coming up in 2024?
We can skip the announcements today.
Okay. Well, just so everyone knows, we do have a retreat coming up in 2024. If you go to the website, hucolo.org, you can read about it. And if you would like to sign up, you can get information, you can get it there. So.
Okay, good.
All right, perfect. So why don't we start with some blessings and then we'll go right to our channeling. That'll be awesome.
All right, very good.
Yes, so we'll go Yana, Michelle, and then Bola in that order.
Okay, hi everyone. This is the Arcturian Council. Unte kartene osta kuntoa tate, stateno korto oita kana tate, ente aha kete oto ort hantia katana tetestko. Et hennaka atajatete ke ort hantia ka peltu tu uhaka anajataka tetestka. Art henike ete eku. Ia ha anta art honoko utu ete kastek anekata. Blessings.
Let your heart tell the story. Let the people see your heart. Let them know that you are not just talking, but that you are feeling what they need, that you are knowing that they need something more than what they are getting. And be equal with them. Do not talk down to them, but bring them up with you. Bring them into your equalization of love and understanding. You are not better than anyone else. So you are to be equal and loving to all.
This one's from Mother, Father, God. Tia kornyaha diak yadaragodo. O yagianyaha. Tia korotonyaha. Dia korodo o anyaha ragada toroto. Tia koronyaha. Chi orogo tia gada. Namaste.
The earth is in such a disastrous state, but I am here to help those that want help. I am here to lift those who need lifting. I want to heal this world, but it must go through some things before I can do that. But please pray and make it known that you are praying for the world and the spirit that is within it.
Thank you. Do you need some water?
Nope.
Okay, great. Okay, Bola, go ahead.
Thank you. These are the 6-dimensional Aldorians from the planet Aldor who are here to help us create a new Earth. Anteri makuturu soro karamasha, kretiri musoturu kurushoturu, krantiri musoturu shatara, kresitiri mushoturu so, kretakara mukaraturu mushatara se, kretiri musoturu karashatara, kapatara soturu kroturu, mekiri turu kurushoturu, kretara seterisi, kroturu musoturu tuluta.
We are aware of the prophecies of your world from the galactic messages. We know what is supposed to happen with your world. Some things that come down through millennium can change a little bit. And so we are praying that nothing changes with this prophecy and that you will be good. We are sending prayers and energy to you. We are sending everything that we have in our hearts to you. We wish for healing of your planet. And that is all that we are doing at this time to help the earth heal.
Thank you. Sorry, my little colleague came in right at the time when you started talking, so.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so let me read out the requests and we'll get going here. Let's see. Yurio, the law of one Ra, Anubis, God, Tesla. Can you say that Kian?
Kentit.
There you go. Kiantit, the Lemurians, bronze-faced beings from Windy, and Lin Chin Chin Chata, the Pleiadian queen of Maya. And in the YouTube chat, there was a request for Lakesh. Let me just check to see if there's another one. That was all we had at first. Lakesh, and then angelic beings, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. Very good. What was
Okay,
the very
let me
first
quickly-
one? I was clearing my throat when you said the first one.
Uriel.
Uriel. Okay. Yeah, because I didn't hear that one. That was the only one I did.
Okay. Let me fix
Because I
this
was doing
here.
that.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see you when you get back, and we look forward to your channeling.
All right. Very good. Let's see who comes first.
Okay.
Greetings. I am Elijah.
Welcome.
I just want to speak today to you about love. Love and understanding and kindness and goodness. You must all show this to one another. You must all be beacons of light to one another. You must all rise in love. Remember, love is not arrogant, and love does not show any kind of hatefulness or any of that kind of thing to each other. It is that you are in a place where you can rise up and help others with love. You don't have to speak love. Love comes from your heart. You don't have to declare love. Love is there. You don't have to tell people that you love them even. They will feel it from the things that you do. But it's often good to tell people that you love them if you really do. It is this way in the world because I put it this way. The ways of God are different than the ways of the world. And the ways of love on your planet are misunderstood many times. They think romantic love and passionate love. That is where they think. But there are many other kinds of love. The love of giving, the love of help, the love of healing, the love of compassion. These do not mean that you must always be speaking. Many times when you speak, it doesn't come out the way that you want it to. It doesn't come out in the way that is meant to come out. So therefore, that is why doing and showing and becoming love is more important. Oh, you can speak all you want about love, but if they do not feel it, if they do not understand it, then it will not be helpful. If you speak and speak and speak, and you are talking about yourself, they will not feel the love. They will not feel the understanding. If you're always using yourself as an example, they will only see you. They will not see the love. Remember, love is not about a lot of words. Love is not about speaking love, but about feeling love and showing love and acting out of love and healing with love and knowing that you are going to love these people when you come to them. It is all about action, not about words. It's all about doing and being and understanding and helping. Too many words confuse the situation. But if you're just talking helpfulness, talking kindness, talking healing, these are words they understand more. They understand these more because they are feeling what you are doing. They are knowing that you are helping them. They are knowing that you are putting them in the spotlight and not yourself. You are equal to them. You are not over them. And showing your love to them is prime. It is what you must do. It is where you must be. It is how you must know that you are moving forward. Some of you feel like maybe you have come to a place, a plateau, where you don't seem to be growing anymore. You don't seem to be doing the things you want to do anymore. That is because, perhaps, not in every case, but the love has been stifled a bit. And you're not reaching out in love the way you used to. Or maybe you've never reached out in love the way you should. And this is all growth of intellect, all growth of spirit, because spirit is not always about love, but spirit can be about many things. There are many kinds of spirits, but have the spirit of love, which is the spirit of God, which is the spirit not of mankind. You must understand the different kinds of spirits that are available out there. There are many kinds. Some good, some bad, some loving, some not. Some intellectual spirits and some very loving spirits. So bring yourself into the place where the right spirit is with you so that you must grow, not that you are wanting to grow, but they will make you grow. If you bring the right spirit in, it will make you grow. It will make you into the person that you need to be. But it is a spirit of love, understanding, compassion, healing, all the things I said before. Rise up, but rise up with the right spirit. Rise up with the spirit of God, with the spirit of understanding, with the spirit of good naturedness, God loves you very much, and he sees how difficult this planet is. He sees how difficult things are and what you have to confront to move forward. But you must make the effort to move forward. It's not just going to happen by a finger snap. It is work to do whatever you need to do. And some of you have worked, but you've given up too early. Persevere. Persevere, and you will make it through. You will get what you need. You will get all the things that will bring you forth, because God will not ill-equip you when you are moving forward. He just won't do it. He will give you what you need, what you have to have. And sometimes that's a lesson. And you say, well, why do I have to have a lesson when I'm rising? It's because you are on the earth, and that's what the earth is for, teaching lessons. But it's also about overcoming the earth and all its ways so that you can be in a higher element of being. This is a story for another time, a teaching for another time. But I will tell you this. When I speak out to these people here, those that are listening, it is that I'm speaking to the people that are meant to rise. I'm speaking to the people that are meant to see what is beyond just this realm. I'm speaking to those that need to calm down and be self-absorbed, in the sense that they need to see who they really are, what they're really saying, what they're really doing, what their understanding of their mission is, because their mission is to love. That is the basis of all missions. You can't have a mission without love. You can't have a mission without the base of love. It's the only firm base. Check it out and make sure that's where your base is as well. That your base is love. That your base is the desire to do what God really wants you to do. And in order to do that, you must love yourself. Love what God wants you to do. Reach out and accept. I know that's not easy to do because it's just words to you right now. But acceptance of God is important. And I think most of you have done that. But now, you must look at everything with love. Look at all your mission with love. Look at everything that you're doing and say, do I love this? Do I love what I'm doing? Do I love it? And if you don't, then perhaps maybe you need to see what else there is out there for you. Your greatest excitement, your greatest understandings, the thing you really want to do. Because if you're in a job that is causing you to go, keep you down and crush you, and you want to do other things, you must overcome that. Find a way to be happy with it for now, because you don't have to love it, but you have to love what is coming next. And feel love for what is coming next. Feel love for what is going to be. Feel love for the future. Feel love for your mission that you want. And guess what? You will move into a greater place when you move up with love. It is hard to know what I am talking about unless you experience it. But you will experience it, I promise, when you move up with love. When you move up with understanding, and move up with care and wanting to do what God wants you to do. You must really want it. If you don't want something, it's not going to happen. If you don't want it, you're not going to get it. You're just going to dawdle. You're going to, But if you really want it, There's where your moving forward begins. And many of you already want it. I see that. I see that. So God bless you. Every one of you. Every one of you can be blessed by God in his love. Let it encompass you. I know you can't always feel it, but know it's there. Absolutely know that it's there. I praise and thank him for all that he does and all that he is about. And I praise and thank God for this time together with you. I praise and thank God for each and every one of you. Praise and thankfulness is power. Praise and thank God every day, for it is a very powerful thing to do, and a very loving thing to do, and a very positive thing to do. I love you, my children. He loves you as well. All the time. Not just for a moment here and there, but all the time. Much love.
Thank you.
Hello, this is Lakesh.
Oh, welcome, Lakesh.
Somebody has called for me.
Yes, someone in the YouTube chat has called for you, and the question was, let me just see where the question was. Lucy was asking. Lucy, can you please retype your question? We're going to have a little bit of a delay because it
All right,
seems like
one moment. In the meantime, I will tell you that I am here all the time working with your people. There are others that channel me around the world here. They don't know me by the name Lakesh. Some of them cannot pronounce it correctly. One moment. He must clear. One moment.
Yes. And I found the question from Lucy, so I can ask that question.
Yes, there. Yes, so I am channeling through others throughout the world in different languages. And it is a fun thing to do because they welcome me like you welcome me.
Yeah, I
what is
apologize.
the question?
Well, the question was, does Lucy have any ET members, family members, and spouse or children, and who are they and what are their names?
I cannot hardly hear you.
Oh, okay. So for some reason, I don't know. Can you hear me now or not?
Yes, that's better. Yes.
Okay. If he has any family members in the ET side and a spouse or children, and who are they and what are their names and where are they from? That's the question.
His Starseed family?
Yes.
Oh, okay. He called me because he has Pleiadian Starseed family, and I'm a Pleiadian. And he does have family here on the X1, X2, and X3 planets, mostly from X3. And X3 family is Mendeka. Mendeka is a female, and she is the mother of his hybrid children. His hybrid children are two. They are both boys. They are
No, please.
Takir and Dabiyat.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Can you hear me now better? I turned it way up.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. All right. And is there any other questions? I believe that's the only question that we had for you. So it was just a quick request.
All right, very
so
well.
Thank you for coming.
Quick and easy. All right,
Yes.
I will make room for someone else.
Oh, I'm sorry. Usi is a woman. Usi's name is Sarah. So I do apologize.
Very good.
Yeah. And Usi, she wants to know how can she connect to them, her family, and when can she see
you
them?
can connect through meditation because once you fill yourself with the spirit, once you fill your body with the light, then you can move into the the realms of the what do you call it? The 7 layers outside. The yes. And then when you reach those 7 layers outside the body, the aura, that's what it's called. Once you reach the aura, that is where beings can connect with you. That's where beings can speak to you. So fill yourself with light in any way you can, through your meditations. And if you can connect with the aura outside, there are 7 layers of the aura. And that is where you will find many beings, because they cannot come right inside of your body, into your head, without channeling or whatever. So they are outside of your body in the aura, which is a spiritual place, and they are able to get to you from there. And so it is a beautiful thing if you can get to that place. Fill yourself with light or fire of the soul, or however it is that your meditative teacher tells you to do it, and you will find that the aura is where the spirit comes through.
Thank you. Susan has a question. Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead, Susan.
Hello, Lakesh.
Greetings.
I know I have a lot of or Pleiadian lifetimes, Pleiadian connections, and I'm just wondering, I know I have like 6 Pleiadian guides, and I channeled the Pleiadian mothers, I channeled their light language, and someone recently thought that they were picking up that I was maybe one of the 7 sisters of the Pleiades. And I'm just wondering if there's any message regarding my, I guess, Pleiadian connections would be appreciated. Thank you.
Well, you are not one of the 7 sisters. The 7 sisters are now stars, and they are spirits as well. Yes. The thing is, yes, you are connected with the Pleiades very deeply. You are not one of the 7 sisters, but you know them very well. And they have been around for billions of years, and so more than that even. So it is that you are connected with them, the energies of them and what they represent. And so you are connected more closely to the 5th sister. And that sister is giving you a lot of energy and strength. You are also connected to the 2nd sister as well. So it is that you do have connections with the 7 sisters.
Okay, beautiful. Second question I have is, I know just recently in the last week or so, like I've been feeling more energetic sensations, like almost like electrical energy flowing through me, especially in the back of my neck, but also in other areas of my body, like electrical zaps and electrical connections. And I'm just wondering, it seems like yesterday and today, like it's lightened up a bit. And I didn't know if you could tell me anything about what was happening there.
Oh, yes.
If there's just
There was a
heightened
very-
energy coming in that I was picking up on, or what was going on.
There was a very powerful equinox, and it sent out energy very strongly to many different places and many different peoples. And so in that strong equinox, the energy kept going. I don't know why his throat is so clogged. All right, there, yes. The energies are very strong from the equinox.
Okay, following the equinox. Okay. All right. Okay, that's it for me. But thank you, Lakesh, for coming. Much love to you.
The equinox energies are starting to go down now, but they lasted very strongly for a long time. And many people still feel them very strongly. But they're starting to dwindle a little bit now.
Yeah, it's just like yesterday it was a little bit less, and then today feels much better than it was earlier this week. So thank you. Much love to you.
Much love. Yes, the equinox energies are very strong this year. Many of you can vouch for that. Saphira, is it?
Yes,
Come up to the mic.
yes.
Yes, please come to
Hello.
the mic.
Well, I did ask for Ra to come about oneness, but I'd also like to ask you and find out from different planets and cultures, how do you experience oneness on your planet? Have you already reached that goal a very, very long time ago? And what does it feel like? How does it act out among each of you? Things like this.
There is oneness on our planet, but it has not been achieved easily. It was many, many years in the making, probably hundreds. But let me tell you what had happened is that eventually we came to a place where we stopped communicating. We stopped communicating with the outside world because we were feeling a great insecurity. We were feeling a great something inside that was stirring within our people. A great fear, maybe. But we huddled together and we thought about this and came together in groups and spoke about it. And it was that oneness is something that was spoken about a great deal. And it was a unifying to speak about it, but it was not unifying in the sense that everyone thought about it the same way. So we came to a position in our world, in our governments, and the whole thing where we were stagnant. We stopped. It was like there was nothing going on. It was a stasis sort of thing. Of course, you're always moving forward a little bit, or there's always movement forward at times. It wasn't completely static, but it was that we were, in a sense, reinventing ourselves. And that is how we came to oneness, is that we reinvented our peoples into a oneness society, because it was the only way that we could continue to be a people together. Otherwise, we would have pulled apart. We would have been in fear. We would have been lost. But once we pulled together, we had the security of one another. And then we found the oneness that was meant to be for our worlds. Now, it was not as simple as that. That is just the story that is. But it is that the three planets, X1, X2, and X3, are now unified. We think very much the same. Oh, of course, there are some that will not. There are some that has not come into compliance. It is the way that it is. But most of our worlds have come together. And that is how we celebrate our oneness. We have Oneness Day, where everything is of oneness. Everything is celebrated in oneness. There are great feasts, and there are great times together. And we do sharing of jewelry that day. We are a people that have a lot of jewelry that means a lot to us, handed down from generation to generation. And when we have a piece of jewelry that means a lot to us, it has a history. This history of this jewelry is passed on to the people, and the people understand that. And sometimes we give the jewelry to someone, a special person that understands the history and relates to it, and it becomes part of their history then. So we share our history through jewelry, through the things that are valuable to us. Every piece of jewelry belonged to someone from the past. And that is how they are remembered, and always will be remembered.
Thank you. Thank you, Lakesh. So what does oneness look like on your planet? I know you described it, that you've reached it and you share your Oneness Day, but does it mean you all, when you say think alike, can you describe what that means
Oh, yes.
for your planet?
Well, we get along. We all get along. But there are problems, of course. Like, I'll give you an example. When my granddaughter was born, my dear daughter was not happy when I just popped in all the time. But we still shared oneness. but she was a little angry at me sometimes because I didn't always bother to say I'm coming ahead of time, and I would come in at difficult times, perhaps. And so bad me, but yes, we all are one in the sense that we forgive each other very easily. And we all are oneness in the sense that we love each other deeply and know and care about each other. That is what our oneness looks like.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
She's still mad at me sometimes.
All right, thank you. Lily Pat has a question. Thank you.
Hello, Lakesh. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And I have a question about next Saturday. I heard there's gonna be a Ring of Fire solar eclipse, and it's going to go through many places. Certain places. What would you were talking about energy? So what this energy or what's happening, or any insight on this?
Any kind of ring of fire solar eclipse does have energy, depending on what is in the astrological signs at that time as well. So you're gonna have to look at that, because I do not see from my angle what your astrology looks like. However, if anything is in retrograde or whatever and is coming out, this is a very good sign, and it will bring more energy if the retrograde planets will come out of retrograde during this solar eclipse. And where is the solar eclipse going to affect? That is another thing. In some parts of the world, it will not be effective at all, but the place where it's going to affect has meaning, and it will have a very positive understanding for the most part. It will always be positive, but it can be more positive if things are coming out of retrograde. The energy of things moving forward in a positive way always brings a more positive edge to it.
Yes, thank you. Well, yes, thank you for that. And because it's coming probably this way, I read like it's coming from in America, from Oregon to Texas, and then the shadow goes to Mexico, Central, or the Yucatan, and Central America. The shadow of the moon goes to the Yucatan, Central and South America. So
All right, very well.
So I wanted to have some understanding on that.
Yes, it's always positive in many ways, unless you deem it to not to be.
Okay, and another last question: how can you how can you clear your throat when you are like, because it happening to me as well?
I tell him to do it.
Okay, so how can I do it myself? Because I've been doing the same.
Lemon is one thing, yes. Water, sometimes hot liquids will help that as well.
All right, well, thank you, that's all. Thank you, Lakesh.
Thank you so much. I just, there's one question in the chat. Gary says, I want encounters with the Sonata and or angelic beings. Also, I want to know if I'm doing something interesting in a past life. Thank you. If he did anything interesting in a past life.
Oh yes, you did many interesting things in past lives. You were a mathematician in past lives. You did many musical things also. You were a very musical person, and the mathematics and music go together. And so in some lives you were a mathematician, in other lives you were a musician. And so in the past lives that you were a musician, which seems to be your higher calling, which seems to be your higher excitement, you were somewhat of an interesting, famous person. Let's see. Yes, you were a famous conductor, also composer.
Thank you.
The thing is, yes, the name is Sanson. I don't know if you know that name.
Thank you for that. Usi wants to clarify because she's a woman. She's saying, and because you said that she has a wife, are you saying that she has is she on another planet?
She
A
just
male
gave,
or
no, she gave material, genetic material to this woman to have hybrid children. She
I
didn't,
so
she's
it's not
not
actually her husband or her wife. It's
right.
it's right. Okay, thank you.
But yes, she has a husband as well.
Husband and a wife, because you were talking about a wife.
Yes, a wife
Okay.
that carried the children.
Okay. Okay.
But there's more to
And-
the family than that.
Okay, perfect. That's the kind of thing, Usi, if you want to know, you should get a private session with Jim and you could go into deep conversation about it. Nancy wants to know what percentage of ETs visiting the planet now are future human?
Oh, say that again?
Or what percentage of ETs visiting the planet now are future humans?
Are future humans?
Yeah.
Probably about 10%.
Okay. So the ones that are visiting are going to, in another life, become human.
Yes, 10%.
Okay. Francis is asking, which planet are you from?
I'm planet X1.
And Kyung O wants to know if they have any hybrid children.
Kyung Yo, one moment. Yes,
Right.
you have 2 hybrid children. They are a girl and a boy. The girl is from Octorian space. Her name is Livre. It's a very strange name. And you have one also from Orion named Peak. That is the boy.
Thank you for that. All right, that is all the questions we have for you at this moment.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Alakesh, for being here and for your beautiful wisdom.
Thank you. All right, I am going to bring someone else now.
All right, thank you.
Greetings. This is Yurio.
Hello, Yurio. How are you?
I am
Welcome.
well.
Thank
I
you.
have heard
Michelle
someone
has,
call me. I believe
it
it was
was,
my beloved.
yes, it's Michelle. Is she there? Michelle?
I do not know.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
Thanks, Yurio, for coming.
Yes.
Yeah, I've missed you, but anyway, I'm wondering if you can give us an update on the split. I understand that it's a multi-leveled split. It won't just be, two ways. It's going to be several ways. Is that correct? Can you give us an update on how that's going and what it means exactly?
The split. I'm not sure which split you're talking about. There's several.
Well, those who continue along the 3D path will,
Oh, that.
yeah. But there's going to be several splits, so I understand.
Yes, but they will all rise. But they will rise into different things. They will rise into different places. I understand now the reason for the split is that to bring people into the correct placement in the universe, to bring people into the correct understanding of who they really are. The split will be dynamic. The split will be a lot of different things. but you're all on different levels of understanding, of spirituality, of love and kindness. So the split has to be multitudinal. It has to be of many different layers. And all these layers will rise, because when one layer rises, the other layers rise as well. Whether they want to or not, they're being brought into higher places. Even the negative that are there on your planet, they will rise when the highest beings rise, but they will not rise with the higher beings, but they will rise higher than where they are now. They will see things that they have not seen before. They will understand things that they did not understand before. So as this rise is happening, all layers will rise. It is not that the earth will stay static or it will stay in one place, but all peoples of the earth must rise. It is what must happen. I never really understood that really before, but I do understand it now. There is no part of the human race that will not rise in its time, but they will rise in their own time. But they are all rising, and they will all meet a different kind of energy when they are rising to become what they need to be in the next place.
So everybody will ascend in their own way, is what you're saying?
I'm saying that when the highest beings rise, they will bring up all the beings below them. And when that being rises out of the existence of this world, the highest beings left in this world will help those rise that are below him or her.
Okay, all right, that clears things up a bit. So where we go one, we go all. That's what that refers to.
Correct, because no one will be left behind. It is not possible. God will not leave people behind. That is not his way.
I also have a question about, are there any draconians left on the planet in the deep underground military bases?
Absolutely. They are not in your density or dimension at all. But there are draconians on your planet, underneath the earth, in their own shelters. Yes, and they've been there a long time. But some of them have left.
Okay.
And the understanding that I have of that is that they do not want to hurt or help or do anything with this planet. So they want to leave it so they cannot be blamed for anything.
Well, I had an attachment, a draconian attachment, which I got rid of. Somebody got rid of for me. So how does that play in? You know, are they attaching to?
They are attaching to people, some of them, because it's safer. To attach to people is safer than leaving the planet. It is a way of getting energy and getting a way of getting what they need. But many of them are still working with one another underneath the planet.
Okay. This one attached to my heart. Is there a reason for that?
Yes. When anything attaches to the heart, that means there's a problem there. There's some anguish, anxiety, anger, depression, even hatred, maybe. Someone has really wronged you. And if you feel that coming up inside of you, they can attach to that, even in the heart area.
Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you. I love
You're
you.
welcome.
There's a question from Wendy. Go ahead, Wendy.
Thank you very much. Yes, almost as soon as you came on, we have, I guess, what's called the angel chakra in the back left side of our necks, and mine started to intensify. Is that experience been from the equinox, or I know others in this group have also had the same experience? Can you talk a little bit about that?
That is the angel chakra. It is the one in the back of the neck, opposite of the throat chakra, correct?
Yes.
We always manage to send energy to those chakras that are our own desire and making. And so it is letting you know that you are attached to the angelic realm. It is letting you know that you are attached to the energy that is here before you. And so whenever you feel that, you are bringing in energy from us.
Okay, so, and that was going to be part of my, part of the question regarding it, is because of the tiredness that's been kind of ongoing these last couple of years. Is that coming to a close at the end of this equinox, or will that continue?
The
with
tiredness,
the energy drain.
the energy is going to
To me that I just
continue to
have
be
not recognized.
what?
I said, or is there something attached to me that I just have not recognized?
No, it is
Okay.
it is the way the world is at this time. There are many energies that are causing people to feel tired. There are many energies that are causing to people to be fuzzy brained. There are many energies that are causing many things, but it is not going to pass. More energies are coming in and causing even more problems. It's too dense here on the planet. There's too many energies here, and they are not being sorted out properly by the brain. And so that is what we're going to work on, is getting
Okay.
these energies sorted out within mankind, because there are many here and they're not going to leave. And if you do not sort them out, if you do not put them in their place where they should be and understand them as you should understand them, then they will continue to bring you down, cause pain, cause fuzziness, cause tiredness and fatigue, cause headaches, etc.
I see. And then just to close and go, can you tell me who those two bronze-faced beings were at the top of the mountain? I thought I went up there to read a plaque, and then when I looked at them, their face was kind of like a golden brown, and I'd almost say like an African American look, but their skin was like bronzed. Just, I mean, beautiful.
There were
but
two of them.
Two of them. Mm-hmm.
It was Romulus and Remus.
Got it. Who are they, please? And why am I talking to them?
Romulus and Remus. Rome is named after Romulus. They are creators, beings.
They were the founders of Rome.
Oh,
They are twins.
I see. And they had bronze faces when they were on Earth?
They did not have bronze faces then, but they do now.
I see. Okay. Thank you very much. Wondering
You're
what we were talking about.
Yes.
Blessings.
I have a question.
Thank you. Let me just.
Will
check
has
here.
a question.
Go ahead, Will, then. Fine, thanks.
Thank you, Wendy, for the angel chakra. So during the blessing for Jim before the webinar started, you had me alter his angel chakra. There were like 6 symbols I've never seen before that you had me put in. And then, but these are relevant for, you're telling me they're relevant for everyone. So why don't you talk about what happened through Jim's angel chakra and how it's relevant for humanity? Let's put it that way.
The 6 symbols that were put in for Jim's angel chakra were to make him more sensitive to a different view of angelic life and realms. It is now that he will be able to understand when they speak of things to him in his private understandings that are things that were never understood before. The densities of the realms, the understanding of the patterns of the realms, why it is important for him to know these things, because he has a mission that will work up into these realms. It is that the angel chakra is delicate and can take much information. And with this, we have given him a greater representation in the angelic realm, because there are many things about him that will rise into different formats and different understandings. Does that answer your question?
Yes, but there was also some reprogramming of DNA.
Yes. Mhm.
That was required for the angelic realms,
Correct.
but that's also relevant for everyone else.
The remanagement of the DNA is about being able to do something different than he is able to do now, and which I was speaking about before.
Yes.
When the symbols represented themselves. It is that the DNA is sharper, more able to move into different realms and different energies. The people here will also have DNA changes as well as yourself,
Yes.
but only at the time when they are ready. Does that continue?
Yes, but the access to the angelic realms are really important now.
Yes. And everyone has access to the angelic realms. This is just a different kind.
Yes.
This is a different way, a different meaning, a different understanding. It is that he will feel the angelic realms more than just see them or be shown them. He will now know what they are by what he senses from them. Does that make more sense?
Perfect.
Can I add, because Will also
Mhm.
Will had also mentioned that what you experienced with him is relevant for all of us. How is it relevant for all of us as well?
Because all of you will go through this eventually.
Okay. It'll be a long time, right?
It depends on how ready you are to go through it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Joan has a question.
Go ahead,
Greetings.
Joan. Greetings. I have a question about my dream that I was carrying a baby. Can you tell me more about that? Why I have a
You mean you were pregnant?
no, I was
okay.
carrying already. The baby
Carrying
came
it in
out.
your arms?
Yes, I held it in my arm.
Very well. One moment. All right. Yes. The baby is about, you are looking at society and looking at things as your children. You're looking as a mother figure at the world. So you are one of those that are using your love to nurture and to bring forth things in a nurturing manner. And therefore, that is why you were holding the baby. You were nurturing it, you were calming it, you were making sure that it was safe. And this is how you feel toward the world. You want the world to feel nurtured and safe and loved. And so it is how you look at the world, how you want to be with the world. You see all the negativity of it, but your thought is that you need to nurture.
I see. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. And also, I have a experience the other day that I had this meditation, and it's for after an hour of breathing, I had this my chest and my throat chakra, and also in my back of my spine, that is so my chest was so tight, and also my throat is like burning sensation, and there is also my spine is like it's really hurt, like scrape like a knife. There someone's is like scraping your spine. And I had this someone tell me that while in my meditation, to pull the roots on, and all the angels are helping me to pull that roots blockage in for the collective. And so I did that for like maybe 10 minutes. So it's, can you tell me more about that experience? And
Well, you were being attached to, it sounds like to me, if it's bone scraping on bone, that was kind of a very rough attachment from something very dark. And so pulling the root was telling you to get rid of it, to pull it out, to detach it, and all these things. You didn't allow it to get attached because you just felt it scraping along, but it could have attached and it would have been very, very devastating, but now you are free from it.
let's see. So even the throat and the chest.
Of course, negative energy will cause many things.
Yes. Okay. Would you scan my the chakra, I mean my chest and my throat, if it's possible?
Yes,
Thank you.
I will send healing energy to it.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. One second, someone's coming. Oh, Shear's just coming back into the room. Let's see. Matt Wally wants to know, can we connect telepathically to the 12th crystal disk of creation? Is that a good idea?
If you can do it, it is a good idea because you will get refreshed with many different kinds of positive energies. Yes, it is a good idea if you can do it.
There you go, Matt Wally. Challenge accepted, I would say. Rosangela wants to know, she says, Dear Yurio, when people rise, what will happen to Gaia?
Gaia will remain. The spirit of Gaia may not remain, but Gaia will remain and a new spirit will come to it. When Mother Earth's job is done, her spirit will leave and everyone will have been risen at that time. A new spirit will come into Gaia and a new refreshment of sapient beings will come into being.
Okay. Elena has a question. She says, are angel figures and amulets and icons of saints helping space you live in to be a higher vibration? And can angels come and go easily?
If you believe in these icons, yes, they can help. They would be like if putting your faith in them. But remember this, it is best to go directly to the masters. If you have a Yurio or a Gabriel or some kind of angel being, talk to the statue as if it is that person, and we will connect to you directly. But yes, it's sometimes easier to have a figure in front of you that you can see rather than speak into the air that you cannot see. So yes, if a representative of us is there, use it. But remember, that representative is not us, but only a carved figure or whatever. We can be summoned from it, though.
Okay. Medwali emphasizes again back to the disc of the 12th disc of something that he mentioned.
There are only 11 at this time. The 12th disc has been destroyed, but it is being reshaped.
Okay, so his question was, could he do it? Was that within his capability?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so when
he
it's
is
reformed,
able to do it. It's not easy, but it is able. He is able.
Okay. All right. And Sheer has a question. Go ahead, Sheer.
Greetings. How are you?
I am well.
It's not really a question. It's just if you can send any kind of support for Israel to help resolve the situation and help with anything that you are able to help with.
Very well, I will send.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Thank you, Shir. Thank you.
It is a devastating thing that has happened, and lives were lost and captured. It is not the right thing for them to do. They are barbaric.
Do you
Yes.
know why something like that have happened? Because as far as I remember, nothing of that magnitude have ever happened here in the last, I don't know, 40 years. Is
Because
it a
they-
part of something bigger?
It is. It is. And it is that they want to have people's eyes opened. They want people to be aware, not afraid, but they want them to know what is going on. And this will not be the first incidence of this nature.
Any kind of message or anything that you can?
Well, I cannot. There is a message, and the message is to be aware, pray a lot, love God, praise God, and ask Him to heal this land. It is not a place where a great deal of spirituality is coming from. And He sees that it needs help, and He wants the people there to be opened to Him. He wants them to be aware that He exists, but seeing this may make them think about God more. And this is what He wants.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you. And sending all our love to you, Shir.
We are sending
This
all
moment.
our love and energy to you. You are a beacon of light in this dark place.
Okay. Solaris has a question. It says, in the astral, I encountered satanic beings in front of a castle of fire where they, I assume, energetic vampirism. If I don't side with them, what was this dream?
This dream was to let you know that they exist in one manner or another, spiritually or in the flames. The fire can be used for good or bad. Remember, there's a fire in your heart for God. That's a beautiful and loving fire. This fire is evil and burns, and it burns and hurts. So side with that fire that is good and positive, because all things have a positive and negative nature. Even light can have a positive and negative nature. If you call on the light to be a false light, then it will be negative. If you call on the light to be of love and of God, then it will be a good light. Remember, there is good and bad of everything, but you people are remaining in the positive light. I'm not saying that you should beware of the negative light because you are not calling on it, but there are those that do, to try to deceive people, to try to make them think differently. But you are not going to be deceived. I pray not.
Thank you for that. I just want to make sure if there's another question. One moment. Okay.
There is a question in the room.
Okay, great. Thank you. I'll come back to this last one.
Hello, Ariel. So 2 nights ago, there was something, I felt there was something kind of bored into my right ear. I just want to make sure it was either nothing or what was it? Make sure it doesn't.
What did it feel like?
Something being bored into my ear. I don't know how
Did
to
it
describe
hurt?
it. No, the vibration was intense, but I just want to make sure it wasn't a negative implant or something, or maybe it was just nothing. I just want to make sure. If you could check that.
One
please.
moment.
Thank you.
I just see that someone was trying to communicate
Uh-huh,
and they were unable to do so.
uh-huh.
That's
Okay.
all.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Rosangela asks, which angel is trying to communicate with her through her angel chakra?
There are actually two different ones. Jamil, who is the angel of healing, and Haniel, who is the angel of destiny.
Thank you. All right. That is all the questions that we have for you, Yurio. It's always wonderful when you're here.
Very well, I will go now.
Thank you. And more people in the chat are sending their love to Israel as well.
Yes,
Share.
please do that. I am the raw collective community, whatever you want to call us.
Welcome. Thank you. Safira was the one that requested you, but if you have a message for us first, that would be fantastic. If not, okay, go ahead.
It is a time when people must come together. It is a time when oneness is most crucial on this planet. There is so much separation. There is so much things that are separating one from another. Even hatred, even negativity, even just having differences of opinion are slicing the world into pieces. And remember, when you are divided, you are easily conquered. If you unite, you will stand together and be powerful. But when you divide yourself, send yourself into a separate situation, you can be conquered. It is time for oneness to become part of this realm. No one really understands it because they don't do it. It is, yes, you people may do a form of oneness with another and try to make each other fit in and do certain things, but there's still people in your community that feel left out. There's still people in your community that feel shunned. That is not oneness. That is opinion. That is separation. That is not wanting to know the truth. Because every individual has goodness and positivity within them. Every individual has positivity to share. Every individual has gifts and discernment in some ways. It is that you must learn each other and learn who you are truly. Learn yourself first, but learn also that other people are important, not just you. Of course you are important, but a lot of you are stuck on you. I did this, I did that, I. Listen to how many times you say I. It is important that you say we. Connect with those around you. If you are a person that's a channeler and you say, I connected with this, I connected with this, say we are connected. Do not say I am connected. Say we are connected. We are here. We are together. We are becoming one. Many of you say I too much. Many of you know many other people. I want you to start saying we. I want you to start saying them. And I want you to start saying us. not me and I. You say me and I, and people hear that. And they say, they're not about me. They're not helping me. They're talking about me also. So help one another. Say us and we. Togetherness. The thing about that is, once you stop saying I so much, you're going to realize that you're connected to the we. You're going to understand you're connected to the them and to the us. You want to be connected. You say you are connected to all these different things, but it's more of an I thing. I'm so happy that I am connected to all of this. It is my realm, my understandings, my beingness. But it is also our understanding, our beingness, our interaction. We are together. We make up what is here. We are the ones that must move forward. It is not just you alone. You are not standing in front of the world with a sword and saying, I must conquer the world. We together will conquer the world. Yes, you might rise up into your own understanding, into your own place, into your own realm, into your own thought processes that God has given you. But it's still we, because you are working for the people. You are working with the people. You are not working at the people. You are working with the people. Please understand, we are a collective. I am a collective, but you are part of my collective. We are part of one another. It is not intellectual as well as it is loving and kind. I know the raw documents and the raw understanding does not always cover the love side. It's more intellectual, more bringing you into a thought process of knowing yourself, knowing what is around you, understanding the worlds, understanding the spirits. But love, the we, that I am a collective of, we, not I, am giving you this information. We want to connect with you as a whole. We want to be you with you. It is not that I am important, but we are important. What is your question?
Thank you. You answered some of it because I wanted to know, is the law of one for all universes? Is it the basic elemental law of all life in the universe? And two, there are those whose emotions are stronger than reason. Emotions are stronger than what we know the tools to deal with oneness, or I mean, we don't really know what oneness is, to be honest. We're trying to create a workshop in the year about oneness in our community, but I think most of us, we intellectually know what it is, but we've not experienced it. And so you were just explaining how to experience it more. So thank you for that. And so I just wanted to know about our community also, like you said already. Yeah, just about what is the law of one for those who are just listening the first time.
All right. The law of one is that we are all connected throughout the universe. Yes, the universe is connected. God has connected the soul of you to the souls of everyone in the universe, to the souls of everything that has souls. All souls in the universe are connected, and the goal of God in every one of his universes is to see if they can actually become a community. They are one with us. Can the universe become a community? A community for good, a community for understanding, a community for love. And those things that she was speaking about, emotions are stronger than whatever. That is because you have allowed that to happen. You've allowed yourself to become emotionally attached to everything in a way that is unhealthy. You are not thinking about oneness. You are thinking about you-ness. You are thinking about, oh, this is how I feel. That is why your emotions are so strong with you. You are not thinking about oneness. You are thinking about you-ness. And in order to become one, you must be reaching out to others and saying, yes, I want to connect. Yes, I want to be. Yes, I want to help. I want to know. I want to be. But instead of sitting there going, I don't know what to do, because you're thinking about yourself, and yourself is all wrapped up in yourself. And so you have this tiny little community of yourself. And these emotions are a way to, an excuse not to reach out. These are an excuse not to feel what is there. These are an excuse to say, I don't want to feel the pain of the world. I already have enough pain of my own. But God can heal that. When you start looking at other people and helping them, which you do, I'm sure you do, but it's a tight network of people that you help. You don't help the community, you help the people that are right around you. And that does good as well. That shines light as well. But you must go beyond those that are close to you, beyond those that are tight with you, beyond the things that are comfortable. Discomfort is growing. Discomfort is growing. Does that make any sense to you?
Oh, yeah, thank you.
You have to feel the discomfort in order to grow. If everything is comfortable, then you're not growing. If everything is just right, you're not growing. Not really. Oh, there are periods of time when you are reaching out and you're feeling the joy of giving and doing and knowing and all these things. But there comes a time when you have to make a leap of faith. And a leap of faith is hard to do because you're always going, should I do that? The word should be removed from the English language. You do it or you don't do it. You do it or you don't do it. Not you should do it. Because when you say should, most of the time you don't do it. You do it or you don't do it. And when you do it, you take a leap of faith. You do step into a place that is unknown. Step into a place that is uncomfortable, maybe. But it is where you are meant to go. And guess what? If you go to these uncomfortable spots, then you are reaching into somebody's life, into another realm of understanding. With your love, you leap. Love helps you leap.
These are amazing understanding, and thank you. One more question about our community. What would it look like to you if you're observing us and you say, oh, this is a community of one? They're really one. What does that look and feel like to you if you're observing us? What would we need to do? And
it would feel warm. It would feel inviting. It would feel like everyone is on the same page. I don't feel that here. I don't feel oneness. I feel some oneness with different elements, but everyone doesn't know each other, so it can't be oneness. It's knownness. I know who you are, but it's not oneness of understanding who each other is. And so in that sense, it is, you must gather together in a like mind or in a community like this and become one in understanding with each other. Just being here together does not mean you're one. Just being here together doesn't mean you understand each other, or that you love each other, or that you reach out to one another. It's difficult to be in oneness, because that means you must put up with all the things that you don't like about other people. But don't tune into that part. Tune into the part that you love about that person. Tune into the part that says, yes, we are the same. Tune into the part that you love. Do not tune into the part that says, oh dear, I have to put up with that again. Don't tune into the part that says, they're weird. Don't tune into the part that says, I don't like them. Tune into the part that is love. Everyone has love. In this room, in all rooms that I will speak to, there will be love. Connection. I will connect in love with you. We will connect. We will connect. When I say I, that's the raw individual, but I want to be we, the raw collective, the raw community, the raw continuum. Any other questions?
Yes, there are. Bola has a question. Go ahead, Bola.
Thank you so much. Hi, Ra.
Greetings. We will.
Thank you, thank you. I heard about the word conduits, that we all have conduits. It could be on an individual or a collective level, but that we have conduits in the spiritual realm that are here to help us navigate our lifetime. Could you talk a bit about that, if it's the right word or if there is another word?
Well, yes. A conduit is someone that draws, it's an energy draw. It draws energy. So you are drawing energy from the universe. You are drawing energy from all different things and beings. A conduit is that you are pulling in energy. Now, when you pull in your energy, is it universal? Are you pulling in universal energy? Are you pulling in energy of love? Are you pulling in connectedness? Are you pulling in information? What is your conduit pulling in? I'm asking. Or we're asking.
For me personally, as an individual, I definitely feel love. I feel support with regards to what I'm manifesting. There are some areas in which I am wanting to expand, and I believe that these conduits, from what I understand, are there to really help us to manifest what we need to manifest in different areas. Could be self-realization, and this is really about us really developing an understanding of these conduits, so that we can allow, there needs to be a softening of the ego in order for the conduits to really be embodied into its. I really wanted to understand whether there was, the difference between the conduits and the higher self, if it's the same or
no,
similar.
They are.
Okay.
The higher self is there to give guidance and direction in your your life as you were given a contract to live. All right? Moving you toward lessons, moving you toward the things of understanding in this lifetime that you need to overcome in this realm. The conduit is that you are connecting with all different realms, all different life beings, all different species, all different knowledge, all different understandings, and filtering in what needs to be filtered in for you to expand and for you to be more like the universe, more like what is happening everywhere.
And are there individual conduits and collective conduits?
Yes and yes. But don't worry about that. It's something that just is. So you don't have to really understand it so well that it is an explanation, because it is sort of elusive in the concept that you're speaking of it. It's an elusive kind of thing that you are developing or working with. And as you work with it, it's good. It's amazing.
And is there a name I can put to these conduits, or
no? They are not to be labeled or named. The conduit is a good enough label.
Okay. That is all I had. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Anything else?
Yes, there's another question. Let me just get back to it. Joan wants me to, oh, actually, Ryan has a question. Go ahead, Ryan. Sorry, go ahead.
Greetings, how are you?
Greetings.
Yes, yeah, I'm sure you know me very well.
Yes.
And in the past 3 years, I've had a very difficult spiritual awakening. But lately, I've been growing a lot spiritually, and I'm doing psychic readings where people are donating to me, paying me for psychic readings. And I want to know, is that going to continue and grow? And also, do you have any messages for me in terms of my spiritual development?
Is it your highest excitement that you should do these readings?
Yes.
Then they will continue. And your spiritual growth will continue as well. As you connect one to another, these things will help you to understand people better, understand yourself better, and understand all the things around you that are growing in the spirit. You have been able to grow strong enough that you can fight off negativity and bring in that which is positive around you, and absolutely be able to help others in connectivity, in growth, and in understanding of what is going on with them. If you have psychic abilities that are able to be used for helpfulness, and it is your highest excitement, yes, it will continue.
Great, thank you. And my final question is, you know, my other aspect, Ninurta, has a very storied history with your other aspect, Marduk. Is things patched up now over all these thousands of years between me and Marduk in a positive way? Like, can I talk to Marduk?
You are being healed little by little for all the things. You are healing yourself because you must. These are things that you are understanding. Yes, you will be able to contact whoever you will, but you must also remember that you must contact all in a positive way. So if you are connecting to something that you believe is negative, you must look for the positive within it.
Great. And finally, can you share briefly about your journey from duality to oneness? Because obviously you are Marduk and now you're Ra, and you had a great spiritual journey from duality to oneness. Can you talk briefly about how that affected you and why you did it?
From duality
to oneness.
Yes.
Yes.
Oneness and duality are the same thing almost.
Almost.
Let me explain why. When you have good and bad and they're right beside each other, when they're connected, when good and bad are both connected, it's oneness. But it's a different kind of oneness. It's a duality oneness. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
So as you become a oneness person in love, the duality continues because there's still going to be good and bad within all things, or positive and negative, whatever you want to say. It is always going to be there. And it is something that must be dealt with in each of you. But as you become connected one to another, that's the different kind of oneness. The duality of good and evil always resides within every person. And it's not necessarily that the good or the evil is winning. It is that they are there and they are together. But it is that you can overcome this realm. You can overcome the evil necessities and get rid of the negative nature in your spirit and get rid of everything. That doesn't mean good and evil are not still there. Just means that you are overcoming in a different way. You are becoming more like God if you overcome the duality within you. It will never leave. It will always be there in some way. But you must deal with it. You must overcome it. You must know that you're reaching out for positivity. You must know that your positive nature is coming from God. Your positive nature is coming from spirits, not from the duality within. Does that make sense to you?
That was a great answer. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's all my questions. Blessings.
Okay, perfect. There's a question from Joan. She asked me to read it, so I'll read it. It says, I know I can feel love within me. It's like being of the state of love feels like I am in love with myself and to everything and everyone, and being grateful for everyone in the universe. Is that how oneness feels?
To you, it feels that way, yes. To others, it feels different. Everyone will feel oneness a little differently. However, oneness is important to be felt. You must feel the connections one to another. Everyone is different and has different personalities and different things about them, but they are all meaning to be one. They are all supposed to be one. Because God is supposing that the universe can be one. God is wanting the universe to be one. God is needing oneness. For he is loving of all. He is loving of everything. Not just the souls, but everything that he has created is part of his love. He is in everything that he has created. For he is the energy of creation. He is the energy that created light, sound, beauty, wood. He is in it all. He created it. So his love is extensive. And if you can feel his love, you can connect to all things.
Thank you so much for that. There's a question from Carol at Lorte, and she wants to know, she says, I'm asking for healing for her New York or for my ETs. Will they heal soon? I don't know if she means her NY. She says NY, but I think she meant my. And then she has, for her eyes, excuse me. She's asking for healing for her eyes, and she's hoping they will heal soon.
Healing for the eyes is difficult from out here. There are reasons for blindness and for the eyes to go dense. This one that I'm within has bad eyes
Yes.
and cannot hardly see at all. But he is not making it a problem. He is making it an experience for oneness. He is making it an experience for communication, for not to be distracted by whatever is out there that will distract him.
Mm. Okay, thank you. There's a question from Indian in the Machine, and it says, question for Ra. What can you share with us about the recent emergency broadcast test? Was it a test? And what is the true purpose of it?
Yes, the recent emergency broadcast test, which everyone knew about ahead of time, was to make sure that everything was in proper working order, because they are being threatened. Your government and your peoples are being threatened every day. There are things that are being threatened because you are doing work with different peoples that other people do not approve of. But the work must be done. Your country is actually doing the best it can to do the positive work that it needs to be done. But many do not see that. They see negativity coming out, but that is not true. It's much better than you think in your country. Positivity is coming out from the government that is in charge. But they are being also more than threatened by many. Many are threatening. And some of these that are threatening are very powerful. And so everything must be in working order in order to save the people, if necessary.
Okay, thank you for that. And that was all the questions that we had for you at this moment. Ra.
Very well. I will go. I am Kian Teet.
Hello,
Someone
welcome.
has called to me.
Yes,
I am Blue Avian.
I believe that was Will, if I'm correct. And this will be the last question. I take the time that you need, Will, but we are probably only going to have time for this one interaction. Thank you.
Well, I don't know if I called you, but I did notice you here. Do you have a message?
Yes.
To bring? Okay, go ahead.
The message for your people is this. The Blue Avians used to be in charge of being guardian of your solar system. We are no longer guardians of your solar system, but we still are here. We still are helping. We still are taking an interest in what is happening with your planet. We want you to know that you can rely on us to continue to help with this realm. The Orions and the Pleiadians have difficulties with one another, but we are trying to help smooth that relationship out of it. It is a misunderstanding, and yet it runs very deep, for they are both very prideful people, and we need to talk to them about that. So it is that your solar system is now being guarded by Orions more than any other. The Pleiadians are working on the planet Earth to make it into an ascension planet or continue it into ascension. But other than that, there is great disharmony with the earth itself. It does not harmonize with the universe. And the universe is out of harmony when you are out of harmony. This means great work must be done for harmony to be achieved. And so harmony is necessary. I speak of it in musical terms because there is a music of the universe, and there is a music that guides and directs. There are many different elements that help with bringing balance into a place. And the harmony, the balance, the sounds, the energies, all these things must be in balance. Remember to balance your own energies, for your own energies will help balance all the energies. It is what it is that makes you who you are. But you may stay in alignment with your mind, body, soul, spirit, and emotions. Many of you are out of line. So you must do that to balance the energies, the harmony, and all that is out there. And in here, in this realm, must be brought into balance.
Beautiful, beautiful. Since we only have a few minutes left, do you know anything about this solar eclipse that's coming and the ascension opportunities, the energies that are coming forth to help with personal soul missions and the ascension?
All constellation activity has powers of its own, and all constellation activity has positivity and negativity, depend on how you draw on it. So draw positivity from this solar eclipse so that you may feel the energy of it in a very good way, bringing you into a balance with it, an equal with it, an understanding with it, that it is not there to be of any harm, but it is there to be of a teaching nature. It teaches you about the universe, the constellations, how they interact with one another, and how the energy is dispersed. And so therefore, this is a dispersal of energy, a dispersal of information, a dispersal of understanding to the interrealms of the workings of spirit. See it in this light.
Very good. The energies on the East Coast are happening around noon, high noon.
Yes.
And on the West Coast, where the path of the eclipse is starting, interesting cities or places on the path that I've noticed are Crater Lake, Oregon, the Four Corners in Hopi Land, and San Antonio, Texas, besides going to the Yucatan and parts of South America. These are all key energetic points in Gaia and the ascension.
Yes. Intentional, definitely. Brought in at the right time. It is all key. Everything works key. You are also in direct alignment with the center of the universe. And the center of your galaxy. But you're also in alignment in the center of the universe, because you are the center of the universe in many ways. So this is a time for key understandings.
Yes, and we're all received certain key aspects, keys to our understanding, to our ascension, to our soul missions, to...
Correct.
Yes, yes. So maybe group meditations during this time.
Group meditations would be good. If they are guided, they are even better. Then everyone is in oneness.
Excellent. Just so happens to be during the Hucolo webinar next week.
Yes.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yes. Whoever
Next
will be
week-
there will be
What?
energy.
Next week, Wilk, you can come and do a guided meditation to start if you'd like. We have an author coming on, but you can definitely lead a meditation in the very beginning. It'll be fantastic.
What
Thank you.
author is coming?
Peter Dennis is coming. He has facilitated, he's a hypnotherapist that has facilitated a lot of channelers learning to channel and finding their connection. And he's written a book called The Channeling Connection. He's going to come and share. He's a very interesting man because he's not a channeler, but he has found ways to facilitate other people connecting to their channeling abilities just by chance. And
is
then it
perfect for
developed
that
into
day.
something. Yes, perfect.
He is perfect for that day. If he can lead those to greater understanding and openness and awareness, let it be so.
Okay, wonderful. We are almost out of time. If we'd like to close with blessings. And
Thank you for showing up.
thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank
Do you want
for
me
being-
to end with a blessing?
You can end with a blessing, and we have also some blessings from in the room. We can add to it. Thank you. That was very nice.
Hello?
Hi, welcome back. A lot of beings came. It was very nice.
Very good. Okay.
Yes. Yes. We'll close with some blessings also too, just for an announcement. Next week, as was just stated, Peter Dennis will be here. Wendy will be hosting because she has actually taken part in his book. So it's a very nice connection. I will be in the Himalayas in Gangotri, which is the very top of the glacier. So I'll try to get some nice pictures for everybody. But next week will be Peter Dennis discussing his book called The Channeling Connection. It's going to be a very interesting talk. And though it's not channeling, it's all about channeling. And if you are a would-be channeler, this would be something really nice to tune into. So next week, Peter Dennis will be with us. So we'll end with some blessings from, we'll start with, I believe Joan wanted to do a blessing. Joan, then Susan, and then Wendy.
Okay. Thank you. Ashkale hil kutkuna ana ake iniskni itit ana tunut ka ala ikeni. Hunaskala ala hamana tututuki eskili initi tinkane hula namata aniki.
Bring to us the loving and nourishment that we need so that we can grow up into the being that is going to be great and strong and able to stand against the darkness. Bring us up into this with great nourishment and understanding.
Thank you. Ryan, did you want to do a blessing? I'm sorry if because I didn't see you confirm. Ryan? Okay. All right, we'll go to the original order then. So, Susan?
Yes, I can go next. He sukotea yesika, sukotoya yesia kuhua, yetitia hukoesia, he tukia yasi tukuhua sika yetukua, he sia kia tuku, he yasi kototea sika tutoya, yitia ika, kitukoya, tiroya ya. Blessings.
The realm of oneness is here with you, the realm of understanding and the realm of love, also with you. Be now that it comes to pass that you bring all this in like a sponge. Soak in the oneness, soak in the understanding and the love. Soak in all that is within you to be the best that you can be.
Thank you.
Punyara tahira kahiyana ta tairu inyara kahira tahishi to tuyanara maha kahiyunara kahita inyuru tuyana mai kahito tuyana nahae to kana. Blessings.
There is a gathering light around your world and a gathering understanding that there needs to be great changes. Change is imminent. It is what is going to happen. There will not be anything that will change what is going to happen. All things are in the works, and change will bring forth more change. That is the only thing that is imminent, is change. That's a weird one. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, Jim, for your beautiful channeling. Thank you to everyone in your room and to everyone in our room and everyone in the YouTube chat for all the great questions. And please join us next week. And then Jim will be back in 2 weeks. Yay.
I may not be back in 2 weeks because I think I have something going on is it the 21st? I might have to
Yes.
switch with you.
Okay.
Well, Will, yeah, because Will skipped out on us because he got all sick and everything. So that's
Oh.
fine. Yes.
But
And
if I
he's-
could, I'll switch with Will on 1 week because I won't
Okay.
be here that week, I don't think.
Okay, so in 2 weeks we have Will, and then
I
Jim
might-
in 3 weeks. So would you do 2 weeks in a row, then Jim?
All right, that's fine. I'll be here in 3
Okay,
weeks.
great. So great.
Right.
So thank you.
All
All right.
bye-bye.
So next 2 weeks, next week's Peter Dennis. The week after that is Will, then Jim, then Jim.
Okay, Jim.
Jim.
All right,
Yeah.
very good.
Awesome. And then Max. Max is going to be here in November.
Hey, that's great. I like
Finally, yeah. So
I'm
awesome.
happy about that.
Okay, everyone, have a fantastic week. Prayers for Israel. Keep Israel in your mind and your thoughts, and our dear Shir and his brother all in our prayers. Thank you.